Iran thought they had won it. The match was almost over. Egypt and Iran were tied at 1-1. Iran pushed the ball into the box. The goalkeeper came out. Defenders were scrambling. The ball dropped loose. And then Shoja Khalilzadeh scored. Iran celebrated like they had just found a late winner. But then came the signal every football fan fears. VAR check. The celebration stopped. The players waited. And after the review, the goal was disallowed. Offside. But this is why many fans were confused. Because at first glance, it did not look like a normal offside. The goalkeeper was not on the goal line. The ball was bouncing around. And there were Egyptian defenders near the goal. So why did VAR cancel it? The key is this. Offside is not simply about the last defender. To be onside, an attacker usually needs two opponents between himself and the goal line. Most of the time, one of those opponents is the goalkeeper. That is why the offside line usually feels easy to understand. Keeper behind, defender in front. Simple. But in this moment, the Egyptian goalkeeper had come forward. That changed the picture. Now the goalkeeper was no longer the deepest opponent, so the offside line was judged by the second last Egyptian player instead, and according to the VAR review, Khalilzadeh was slightly beyond that line when the ball was played. That is why the goal did not count, not because the finish was bad, not because the ball did not cross the line, but because the attacker was judged to be ahead of the second last opponent, and that is what made the decision so painful for Iran. This was not a random offside in the middle of the game. This was near the end. This could have been the goal that changed Iran's World Cup. Instead, the score stayed 1-1. Egypt moved on, and Iran ultimately failed to reach the knockout stage because 3 draws were not enough for them to qualify as one of the best third-place teams. That is why this moment became so controversial, because sometimes football drama is not about a spectacular shot. It is about one invisible line, one goalkeeper out of position, one defender suddenly becoming the offside reference, and one celebration that disappears in seconds. So what do you think? Was this the correct offside call, or did VAR take away a goal that should have stood? Comment your take, and tell us which World Cup controversy we should explain next.